Welcome back to No Call No Show podcast, lunch break special. Right here, I'm going to introduce myself, Davey Dave.
Big Nova, Casanova, Chris, what it do?
All right, you already know. I'm gonna go ahead and let Nova introduce the topic. You know, that's philosophy and shit.
Okay. This week's lunch special is going to be considered around timing. A lot of people don't grasp that, and I guess they forget how big that plays a role in whatever you decide to do, whether that relationship, career-wise, spiritually, or just any aspect. It all revolves around timing.
Right. Comparing yourself to other people's time. That shit put you back because I know a lot of people, man. They especially like college people, jobs, all that. You base yourself off your age, like I should be here, but at the same time, it just ain't your time. You know what I'm saying? Like old nigga told me, it's like life like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? It's your turn to get on. That shit fun, and then your shit over with. Then it's somebody else's turn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's up to you to figure out if it's your turn or you gotta do the shit that it takes to get to your turn. Some people think it's just supposed to fall in their lap. Oh, he got it. I'm supposed to have. It was just timing, bro. Like maybe you weren't ready for that shit. Like right now, you think you're ready for $1 million? Like ready? Exactly. Like if you hit the lottery, 400 million. You think you're ready? How you would spend that money? You know what I'm saying? Like
it's. A lot of people don't even understand with that kind of money though, you got to pay taxes on that.
Exactly.
A different tax bracket than
shit you ain't ready. You fucking up $1,000. You think you ready for 440 million, nigga? Figure out how to manage 50. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, as you look at it, like you look at Diddy and Jay-Z, they ain't just jumped from 0 to $1 billion. They done fucked up 100K, 200K, probably 2 million, 3 million. And they got better with money. Cause if you first get introduced to $1 billion today, what you think you gonna do with it? Everybody gonna do what they do with it, but you don't know how to manage it because you ain't never had no damn money. Right. So that's why I say like timing play a big part in that. Cause if you look at it, let's say you come up in the game or whatever, no feels, and you go off and you make your millions and do what you do, and my shit ain't come. Usually motherfuckers hate. But I'm not hating, just like, oh, it's his turn. Instead of doing that shit, you can learn from the shit he did. Like, you should be calling him like, hey, bro, like, when you got your 200K, you know what I'm saying, what you did. Niggas got stores like, don't do this shit.
Telling you.
Don't do that. Don't buy no damn Jag, nigga. Shit saying, I'm not just down and Jag. I'm saying they tell you shit to buy, so.
Yeah, but, even in the aspect of timing, in my experience, but I'll use one like relatively right now is what we doing right now, No Call, no Show podcast. This is something we been wanting to do.
We didn't know it was gonna be this.
But it was just me and you just kicking back, talking and all these different ideas, and it took timing, but look where we at.
What, 8 years? 9?
Yeah. Back to college, man.
Then trying shit. This ain't the first excursion we had. This ain't the first excursion we had. Like, did try to do a lot. But the timing, I look at it, whatever level this is when you see it, it's great to us. So we feel better. Like, all that shit was supposed to happen. Because, like, remember, we was freshmen? Well, I was a freshman, you was ahead of me. You was a sophomore. And just talking about the shit, we know we ain't had like school. Yeah. Like shit. We was talking about like I'm going to class, but we really need this shit. Like, we really need this shit. Like, cause the shit we wanted to do, like talking about the shit we wanted to do back then, it was this, but we just didn't know it would come to this, and it took ups, downs, a lot of loops and shit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't trade none of that though.
None of it.
For if you're gonna get to this point, because those experiences mold you and make you appreciative of the situation. You know what I'm saying, regardless of what it is. I say like,
and we know how to handle different situations, like not just money, mental health,
life in general, like financial stuff.
Me and you understanding the people who went to school with you, like the people who ain't finished. Like when you got home, you just think like, damn, I ain't graduated, I ain't doing this shit, and it was just not saying it was not our fault, but you know what I'm saying, like mine especially, it was my fault, so it was like, it is what it is, but look what it did to get you where you at now. There's a lot of the people who graduated, I ain't downing them, they ain't doing shit. You got a little job, you could have went to Walmart At 18, you had to go get $80K worth of fucking.
Yeah, and I ain't knocking nobody, some shit like that either. But COVID did fuck some shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people.
It fucked up a lot of good shit. Look at cruise lines, bro.
Bro, we were supposed to go on the cruise.
We were supposed to go on the fucking cruise, bro. Listen, the cruise line, bro. That shit. Think about it. That shit killed it. Thinking that shit, how long that shit been booming, and then COVID just. You got a $90 million boat in the middle of the water and nobody riding that bitch. Come on, man. I'll set that bitch on fire.
But see, that's another thing that can, even in like negative situations, timing.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant for us to go on that cruise.
Yeah.
You probably know why. You know what I'm saying? Because
and then we ain't gonna never know the why. We just interpret.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, it was given to us.
You'll find your why eventually. Why something happened. It'll come out. It might be years or months or whatever from now. You might also. That's why that didn't happen.
Yeah. And like jump off of the money thing, just relationships and shit.
Yeah.
You may think like, man, this shit ain't. You know what I'm saying? The love of your life, this shit fell out. And you know how that shit feels. Like you feel like ain't nobody on your side. Like this is supposed to work out and all that shit. But the timing of this shit, bro, like you weren't ready to be no dad, no husband, none of that shit at
that's
the time.
I was, in some situations, I ain't gonna put you on the spot or thing like that.
Yeah.
But dog, like, even in your relationship, bro, that it worked out.
Yeah.
How it meant to work out because, like, I always never believed this till the old person said, the love of your life is somebody you already met.
Yep. And
always told me that.
We met in fucking elementary.
And that's dope. That's dope as shit, though.
Yeah. And we ain't never looked at each other. It was just the timing.
That's it. I'm saying timing.
None of that shit in the middle. I wouldn't have been this.
But
you met me.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing like this. It wasn't nothing like this here.
Yeah,
it was
man,
not that at all. Like
on both ends, it was
both ends. Yeah.
It took some growing. I think people want to skip those process, but you need that time in between. You know what I'm saying?
Better yourself
and learn yourself. That's what I learned from. You know what I'm saying? I needed time for me. Even with my locks. Shout out to the lock heads out there, but it teaches you patience. It teaches you patience, man.
Yeah.
And
can't rush it.
Can't rush.
They ain't gonna do shit.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna do. That's the same. You're right. That's a good metaphor. Like let's just say I'll just use an example. Rappers, you wonder like you putting out your best shit. Ain't nothing happened. Future was rapping for 13 years before niggas even knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Then when he got on, everybody was just on his new shit. But it's like, bro, I've been doing this shit 13. Kevin Hart did this shit 17 years, bro.
Yeah.
17.
Sometimes
now you just not hearing about Kevin Hart.
Tell you though, sometimes what God got for you, it's gonna be probably either later or early on in life, but it's for you.
Yeah.
Nobody can take that away from you.
My grandma always said like if stuff happens fast, you better get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it happens fast, it goes just as fast. If you take a little time and you build yourself up, it lasts just as long as it took. Cause look, now you got this trait, this characteristic. You don't learn this. You don't learn how to deal with your mind being depressed and doing all type of shit. Like especially money too. Let's say you ran across 100K at 19. Well, you broke as fuck today. But run across that bitch at 35. You done made 200. Like you ain't got no chains and nothing. You just like nigga, I done start investing in real. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing shit and listening to people who had to actually manipulate their time. Cause like if you look at them little not trust fund babies, but little child stars that got that shit fast. They all fuck us, bro. They all fuck us.
Yeah, that kid from Home Alone.
Oh my God, Macaulay Culkin. That's his name. Man, nigga sleeping in bed with Michael Jackson and all type of shit, and still ain't did nothing.
On that note, though.
I can't talk about Mike, man. I can't talk
On that note, dog.
I don't know about that.
Black pants with little pussy no damn ranch.
You sleeping in the nigga bed? Oh no! Let me
look. Let me put the glove on, mama.
What's Mike number? Oh, this nigga. Matter of fact, I'm pulling up. What's the address? We can go back to where you went. Let me out like. What the fuck? You sleeping in the bed, bro? Like shit. What you on?
Michael Jackson.
Why you worried? Word, man. That shit ain't right. But anyway, man, it's like let's get back on timing, man. Look at Just what's the guy named Elon Musk?
Yeah.
No niggas don't even know that, man. That nigga was working his ass off since he was 12.
Mm-hmm.
And he about, I don't know his age, but he look like he middle age, 30, 40. Just not getting to the top. Just now. And you know that takes some dedication. Because once your shit ain't working for 15 years, shit, 3 years is threatening your shit like, man, fuck this. This shit ain't making no money, you know what I'm saying? Your girl on your back. Yeah, I know I'm gonna look out there and say, man, you know, how your girl do. Maybe you need to change careers. Nah, you go. Now I gotta do this. Like, but other than that, man, I love the fact that people underestimate time because you can always underestimate it. It's gonna show you what it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
It's gonna show you what it is.
You know, it take time for everything. You know, like one of my mentors told me, you know, even like God gave himself time too. The world was made in 7 days.
7.
He made that bitch in a day.
And he rests on the last day.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If he got to do it, you got to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself some time to get there.
And then another thing I say too, stop rushing because you think your age is a fact.
I hate when people do that. I hate when people make it seem like
first album 26. Yeah, like
I hate when people put age in a situation. I understand if you want to have like a constraint on your life, but like an old person told me,
hold you here.
Yeah, like an old person told me, tell God you're playing, he gonna laugh right dead in your face,
right in your fucking face.
Cause you know, like I said, when something's meant for you to happen, it's gonna happen. Whether you know, like regardless if you want it to or not. You know what I'm saying? Like
even tragic stuff, like people lose people and stuff, but if you look at the bigger picture and you religious and you believe in higher power, it not happen all the time for a good reason, but it made you strong. You know what I'm saying? Like say you depend on a parent, you know, hard. You depend on a parent, but you pray to God like I wanna make it to the top. I wanna do this. I wanna do this, that stuff you pray for. And then the parent going, now you like, man, God, why would you do that? But if you look at it, he took that crutch out
so you can
do it. Not saying you know your parent was bad, just
sometimes
he took the crutch out.
Yeah.
Like now I'm about to show your ass you need me.
Exactly.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I got you. You just gotta believe and keep going. And then you know if you always keep going, he show you like, well, I got you, boy.
And that's a bittersweet thing because you know most people want their parents to see it. You know what I'm saying? And you know it's a blessing if you got the ability to show your parents like, oh yeah, I'm making strides, or you see my steps, so you can get there. But you know, like you said, but sometimes you know he has to remove some people so you can get off your ass.
A lot of people don't want to believe their parents crushing them, bro. Like it say like no film, no call, no show. If your parents is strict and on you about being a lawyer, you know. You would never get to the point because you so worried about what they got to say. Not saying if you take them out, it's good. It's like now it's like hey,
it's in front of your face.
It's in front of your face now. Like what you gonna do? Ain't nobody on your back now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's hard, but nigga, you got me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get real religious, but you know people pray who they pray to. But that's what worked for me because my plan different. Like it was a meme going around. Would you have a dinner with Jay-Z, would you take the $500K or have a dinner? I was gonna take the $500K because Jay-Z can tell me what he did, but
it ain't gonna work with me.
That was the 90s. Nigga, we got a fucking phone that can do everything. You had a tape and word of mouth and a page and all. That can't work for me. I like your story, but I can't do what you did. You ain't had no book, no gram, no COVID, none of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm listening to you? And if he's real about it, he can sit back and look at you like, man, I can't tell you because I would not know what to do if this was me. 20, you know what I'm saying? 20 years ago, how we did things. Yeah. Everybody got clothing line. Come on, he was one of Rockaway was like one of the first like big rapping shit.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. But timing is a big, consists of everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just don't take it lightly. You know, appreciate what you got, but also appreciate the journey.
Go ahead.
No, it's about the journey, not the destination, man.
Yeah, I like the journey. Cause man, the best part of the movie is the journey.
It's the journey.
It's the journey. The whole movie is the journey. The end part is when the nigga at the top.
Yeah.
That's the end. It's like
in some cases in the bottom.
Yeah, in the bottom. You're right. And you can learn a lot from somebody who lost something too.
Yeah.
Now, don't just think you gotta learn from people who got it, because a person that lost everything He tell you way more about.
That's somebody who lost it and got it all back.
Got it all back. Yeah, and the nigga who just ain't never, he fucked up and realized like, now your purpose is to show other people what a fuck up is. Now that's just how you get there. Show niggas like, don't do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be thinking people hate, they just like, nigga, I don't want to see you like me. You know, like, think these rappers, man, like they did drugs and stuff and really got strung out and stuff, and they see these boys rapping about pills and stuff. They thinking, oh man, you old head hating. No, I ain't hating. That's how I started, bro. You don't need, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm just trying to tell you, I'm broke. What I'm making money off telling you this shit.
That's fact.
I'm just trying to tell you don't do this shit.
That's fact.
Then when you get to that point, now you repeat, and he looking at that. I told you, dumbass. I told you, dumbass. Don't stop fucking with the pills, man. Now I got on the crack. You thinking you ain't gonna get there? That shit way off. Your body start to adjust. So
before we, close this out,
yeah,
I got one more time and side note that I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
How you think R. Kelly time about to be spent up in there?
Man, I don't even want to know, cause that nigga was at the top. He was at the top and was almost on his way out, and now you about to.
Bruh, I seen a meme. Where they was
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think he gonna. Man, if he get time, I believe.
Bro, I seen a meme where they had a guy talking to him. It was like, let me get a toot toot, and you say beat beat Robert.
Oh yeah,
dog, I was dead, bro.
Nah, they had
I was like, yo, why they doing this?
They had one time about you sang, ain't it? Go ahead, sing. It was like 5 niggas. It was 5 niggas around. Go ahead, sing that shit.
But I ain't shit like that. I just want to say, hey.
I hope you get out.
I
also hope the
victims,
get justice,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Y'all get justice, man. Get therapy.
Because if he did it, because we just know stories.
Yeah, we know from what the news say. I have my own personal opinion on it, but
I wasn't there.
Negative, I'm not going.
I know I can say this. It wasn't. I ain't gonna.
It wasn't all on him. Though. That's all I'm gonna say.
The parents, you knew. Come on, man.
It wasn't all on him, but
you took that first check and kept going. Come on, man.
But with that, conclude this by saying, when it comes to timing, my advice to everyone:
no comparing.
Yeah.
Stop comparing your shit.
Enjoy your destination. Enjoy the ride. No matter if your lane is fast or slow, just enjoy it.
It's your lane.
It's your lane.
Ain't nobody else in it but you.
Just keep going at at whatever pace that you can do. But as long as you're moving forward, crawling is still moving forward.
That control your breathing, you get there. That's all you gotta do. It's like all niggas say, it's a marathon, man. It's the same destination. Whether you sprint there, walk there, crawl there, it's the same shit at the end. So it's just up to you how fast you want to get there.
And if you want to put it into relationship status, take your time with it. Learn your partner, learn
each other.
Learn each other. Like in our last episode, communicate with it.
Yeah.
Learn, because you won't be.
And meet in the middle.
Yeah, compromise.
Because it's both sides. Don't just do niggas like that. Females, meet us in the middle. We are not that hard. We are simple. Meet us in the middle. But you gotta meet us in the middle, not 22%. You gotta meet us with the 50. Because a lot of girls will be like, well, I did that. Nah, you ain't hear me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you let's do this. But when they flip sides, they want you 100% there. Like, oh yeah, I want you to do this, do that. But if I ask you that, it don't happen like that.
Takes two to tango, man.
Oh yeah.
All that, man.
Old school phrases. Lunch break. Like, subscribe, put it in the comments. I like the topics y'all was giving out. We're going to keep touching on them. So by the time y'all see this, y'all going to see the snippets and all that. Drop some of that shit in the comments. And let Nova in. He's philosopher.
Y'all know. He said everything. Just hit that bell, though, so you'll be notified when a new video drops.
It'll drop. As soon as you get off work, it'll be on there.
It'll be on there.
All right.